Hi friends, good morning. Today let us discuss some more problems on circles. These are MCET problems. So let us see those problems today. Okay friends, first problem is, see if the two circles x square plus y square plus 2 lambda x plus 2 is equal to 0 and x square plus y square plus 4y plus 2 is equal to 0 touch each other, then lambda is equal to. This is an easy and important problem friends. The equations are x square plus y square plus 2 lambda x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is one equation. And x square plus y square plus 4y plus 2. 4y plus 2 is equal to 0. This is another equation friends. This is another equation. These two circles touch each other. These two circles touch each other means this is like this. The two circles touch each other. The two circles touch each other means see distance between the centers. Distance between the centers say D. This is R1. This is R2. So D is equal to R1 plus R2. D is equal to R1 plus R2. D is equal to, this is R1 plus this is R2. So D is equal to R1 plus R2 is the required condition. So from these two equations, we can find R1, we can find R2, and we can also find D, that is distance between the two centers. So by equating D is equal to R1 plus R2, we can get the value of lambda friends. Okay friends, so first let us find R1. R1 is equal to root of g square plus f square minus c. Here g is equal to lambda. So lambda square, g square plus f term is not there. G square plus f square minus c. So R1 is equal to root of lambda square minus 2. Right friends? Let us find R2 in the same way. Root of g square plus f square, which is this term is not there. And f square, 2f is equal to 4, f is equal to 2. So f square minus c minus 2. So root of 4 minus 2, root 2. So R2 is equal to root 2. Then what is D? D is equal to distance between the centers. What are the centers? For the first equation, the center is, for the first equation C1. Center is minus G minus F. Minus lambda comma 0. F term is not there friends. So C2 is equal to minus G term is not there. So G0 minus, so 2f is equal to 4, f is equal to 2 minus 2. This is the C1 C2. So now let us find D. C1 minus C2 whole square minus lambda minus 0 whole square, that is lambda square. 0 minus of minus 2. 0 plus 2 square, that is 4. Lambda square plus 4. This is the distance between the centers. So now let us do D is equal to R1 plus R2. So root of lambda square plus 4 is equal to R1 root of lambda square minus 2 plus R2 root 2. Squaring on both sides we get lambda square plus 4 is equal to lambda square minus 2 a square plus b square plus 2 a b. B is root 2. So lambda square gets cancelled. Minus 2 plus 2 gets cancelled. So 2 root 2 on cancelling with the 2 root 2. Okay, I write next step. 2 into 2 root 2. 2 root 2. 2 root 2 into lambda square minus 2 is equal to 4. On cancelling with the 2 root 2, here root 2 is remaining. Squaring on both sides, lambda square minus 2 is equal to 2. Lambda square is equal to 4. Lambda is equal to plus or minus 2. This is your answer, friends. Lambda is equal to plus or minus 2. Okay, friends. This is the first problem. Okay, friends. Our next problem is this. Radical axis of the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Radical axis of this circle and 2x square plus 2y square plus 3x plus 8y plus 2c. 2c is equal to 0. This is if the radical axis of this and this touches the circle x square plus y square plus 2x plus 2y plus 1. 2x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Then 4g minus 3 into f minus 2 is equal to 4g minus 3 into f minus 2 is equal to. See, friends, radical axis of these two circles touches this circle. See, let us say radical axis of these two circles is this, and this touches the circle. This circle. So we can find the radical axis. By doing this minus this, s1 minus s2 is equal to 0. By doing that we can find the radical axis, and this radical axis is touching this circle. So we know the center of the circle. If this radical axis is touching this circle, then the perpendicular distance from this point to this point is equal to the radius of this circle. So we are going to do that. We are going to find the radical axis first, and then the perpendicular distance from this point to the radical axis. That is, this is the perpendicular distance from this point to tangent, and we are going to equate it to the radius. This is radius. What is the center of the circle? 2g is equal to 2, g is equal to 1. So minus g minus f is our center. Minus 1 is our center. So now let us find the radical axis. S1 minus S2 is equal to 0. So I am dividing this equation by 2, friends, so that the coefficient of in the both equations x square and y square must be equal. X square plus y square plus 3 by 2x plus 4y plus 1c is equal to 0. This is second equation. S1 minus S2. So S1 minus S2, x into x square y square cancel. x into 2g minus 3 by 2 plus y into 2f minus 4 c term gets cancelled is equal to 0 So it reduces to x into 2 to 4g minus 3 plus this 2 multiply this one y into 4f minus 8 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the radical axis, friend. So this is touching this minus 1, this is touching this circle. So now let us find the distance of this line from this point. We know that ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. Right, friends? ax1 plus b by 1 plus c by root of a square plus b square will give you the distance that will be made equal to radius. What is radius? Okay, first let us find ax1, a 4g minus 3 into x1 minus 1. So minus of 4g minus 3 ax1 plus b by 1. B is this, by 1 is this. So minus 4y minus 8 plus c term is not there by root of a square plus b square, root of 4g minus 3 whole square, a square plus b square, 4f minus 8 whole square, This is equal to radius of this circle. What is the radius of this circle, friends? Radius of the circle root of g square plus f square minus c. Root of g square g1 f1 c1 g square plus f square minus c root 1 that is equal to 1. So on cross multiplication, what we are going to see? Shall I erase these, friends? Minus 4g minus 3 minus 4f minus 8 is equal to root of this one, root of 4g minus 3 whole square plus 4f minus 8 whole square. So I am squaring on both sides, friends. The left side a square, that is 4g minus 3 whole square plus b square 4f minus 8 whole square plus minus plus 2 into 4g minus 3 into 4f minus 8 is equal to root is eliminated. So 4g minus 3 whole square plus 4f minus 8 whole square. 4g minus 3 whole square, 4g minus this term gets cancelled. And what is remaining, friends? 2 in our question is 4g minus 3 into f minus 2. Here let us take 4 common. So 4 into 2, 8. 8 into 4g minus 3 into f minus 2 is equal to 0. So 4g minus 3 into f minus 2 is equal to 0. So 4g minus 3 into f minus 2 is equal to 0. Friends, this is the required condition, required answer. See, this is also problem is a simple problem. Understanding of the problem is also very simple. Radical axis is touching the circle. Radical axis is touching the circle means we can find the radical axis. Since it is touching the circle, then the center, then the distance from this point to the radical axis is equal to the radius. By doing so, we can get the required distance. Okay friends, let us see one more problem. Okay friends, let us see one more problem. The equation of a circle whose diameter is the common chord of the circles x square plus y square plus 2x plus 3y plus 1, 2x plus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0, and x square plus y square plus 4x plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. So the equation of the circle, we want one circle equation whose diameter is the diameter of the required circle, is the common chord of these two circles. So two circles are there. This is the common chord. of the two circles, and our circle is this common chord is the diameter of our circle. This common chord is the diameter of our circle. Okay friends, first of all we can find the common chord. Common chord is equal to S1 minus S2 is equal to 0, or S2 minus S1 is equal to 0. 4x minus 2x, 3x, 2 minus 1 plus 1, 3 by 3 gets cancelled. This is the common chord. This common chord is the diameter of the required circle. So since this is the diameter of our circle, the center of the required circle must lie on this. Right friends? See, let us say the required circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2f. Otherwise we can do one more thing also. See, our circle is passing through the intersecting points. So we know friends, equation of a circle passing through the intersection of two circles. Is this plus some lambda into this is equal to 0. X square plus y square plus 2x plus 3y plus 1 plus lambda into x square plus y square plus 4x plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the required equation. Equation of a circle. This is an important point friends. Equation of a circle passing through the intersection of two circles. Is first circle plus lambda into second circle is equal to 0. From the available data we find lambda, and by substituting lambda here we can find the equation of the required circle. This is the required circle, friends. Now we have to find the value of lambda. Okay, friends. This line is the diameter of the circle. So the center of the circle must lie on this line. So let us find the value of x. Okay, friends. This equation. From this equation, what is the center? Minus g minus f. 2x plus lambda into 4x. I am considering the only value of g because here f value is not necessary for us. Y term is not there. I am finding only the value of g, minus g value I am finding. G means coefficient of x, so I am considering only the coefficients of x. 2x plus lambda into 4x by, see friends, the coefficients of, we have to divide by the coefficients of x square and y square. Here the coefficient of x square plus lambda into x square into 1 plus lambda. So we have to divide by 1 plus lambda. So this is equal to 2x into 1 plus 2 lambda by lambda plus 1. Right, friends? 2x into 1 plus 2 lambda by lambda plus 1. Our g is the coefficient of 2gx, standard equation, 2gx. So g is this, center minus g. So here 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Our center lies on this point. So I am substituting minus g value in place of x. 2 into minus 1 plus 2 lambda by lambda plus 1 is equal to 0. It implies minus 2 minus 4 lambda plus lambda plus 1 is equal to 0. Minus 2 plus 1 minus 3 lambda is equal to 0. So 3 lambda is equal to minus 1, lambda is equal to minus 1 by 3, friends. Lambda value minus 1 by 3. So let us substitute lambda value in this equation. We get the required equation. Friends, shall I erase this? X square plus, here lambda place minus 1 by 3. Here lambda place minus 1 by 3. 3x square minus x square. 2x square. 3y square minus y square. 2y square. 3 to 6x minus 4x. 2x. 9y minus 3y, 6y, 3 minus 2 plus 1 is equal to 0 is the required equation of the circle, friends. Okay, friends, simple thing. After finding lambda, nothing. The equation is nothing. Finding lambda is an easy thing because the center lies on the common chord. Common chord is the S1 minus S2 is equal to 0. Okay, friends, shall we do one more problem? Let us. Okay, friends, now let us see the next problem. Before this problem, Let us see what is the power of a point. The power of a point. Power of a point is nothing, friends. Power of a point. Power of a point is equal to d square minus r square. D square minus r square is the power of a point with respect to a circle. Power of a point with respect to a circle is d square minus r square, where r is the radius and d is the distance between the point and the center of the circle. Distance between the point and the center of the circle. See friends, here we can consider three cases. The first case, this is the center, this is point P, this is point P, this is radius R. This distance is D. This distance is D. Distance D here, D is distance between the point and the center of the circle. In this case, friends, d square minus r square less than 0. In this case, d square minus r square less than 0. D is small, no, when compared to r. So, d square minus r square is less than 0. So, here we can say the position of a point with respect to a circle. Position of a point with respect to a circle is known by finding the power of the point, by finding d square minus r square, by finding d square minus r square. If d square minus r square is less than 0, that is d square minus r square is negative, then the point lies inside the circle. Then the point lies inside the circle. See, if I take this point on the circle, this is center, this is P, this is R, this is D. So, if the point lies on the circle, then D is equal to R, then D square minus R square is equal to 0. So, if D square minus R square is equal to 0, the position of P is, it lies on the circle. So, and third case, friends, the point lies, the point P lies outside the circle. This tangent. So this is D, this is R. So d square minus r square. Now P is lying outside. D square minus r square naturally positive. So d square minus r square is positive. When d square minus r square is positive, then R, the point P, lies outside the circle. So here we can have a small conclusion, friends. See, this is a right angle triangle. So d square minus r square. D square minus r square is equal to pt square. Pt square is equal to d square minus r square. So the power of a point is equal to the square of the tangent, square of the length of the tangent. This conclusion is important conclusion, and we are going to use this conclusion in our next problem. Power of a point is square of the length of the tangent. So by power of point, you can decide the position of a point by doing d square minus r square. This is an important and easy concept, friends. D square minus r square is nothing. By d square minus r square, anyway point will be given. So you can find d. D is distance between the point and the center. You can find d. You can find radius. So by doing d square minus r square, you can decide the position of a point. If it is negative, it lies inside the circle. If it is 0, it lies on the circle. If it is positive, it lies outside the circle. Okay friends, let us take up one problem.